Hi guys, Random here. Right, we're going to turn this pile of bits into a PC. The PC itself will be based around this processor, which is an X4 750K. It's 3.4 gig base speed, 4 gig turbo. It's quad core, nice little processor. It will be going into this. Ooh, turn it sideways like that. Yeah, I know it looks horrible on the screen, sorry. This is a Echo 250 case. It's a micro ATX. You can see the standoffs are already in the case there, ready for the board. The board itself is this one. It's an MSI board. I like MSI boards. I also like Gigabyte boards. It's in its little furry bag at the moment, but yeah, that's the motherboard. What have we got here? We've got the power supply, which is an easy call. You see it's rated at 550 watt there, so it's plenty of power. Got a 500 gig Seagate hard drive, 8 gig of Corsair for the RAM, little DVD rewriter there, a couple of case fans because the case only comes supplied with one. And just over the back here, if I turn this light on, there we go, avoid the glare. We've got a 7770 graphics card there, which again is a Gigabyte card, quite like them. Okay, right, I've done a little bit of de-assembly on the case already. The hard drive, supports sort of sit there like that, and they have to come out so you can actually get into the case. So right, I'm going to crack on with unpacking everything, and yeah, join us back in a second. And we're back. Right, we've done some more work on the case. We've got the power supply in, the fans are now, the additional fans for the case are mounted here. That's the stock fan the case comes with, which is fine, but if you're going to play games on something, you're going to need a bit more airflow, hence the additional fans there. Motherboard time. Okay, right, now anybody that's ever built a computer will know that it's very important to discharge static from yourself. Now I'm lucky, I've got a little paint chip on the corner of a radiator just over there. I touch that and it grounds me. I'm discharge free. There's a lot of people as well say, don't put the motherboard down on the plastic bag it comes in. Why not? If it comes wrapped in that plastic bag, it's pretty safe. You know, if you're really picky, turn it inside out. But, you know, personally, I know it's fine. Okay, over here we have the RAM DIMMs, 2 4 gig sticks of Corsair XMS3. You've got the cooler. That's got the thermal paste already on it there, so don't touch that. And we've got the chip itself, which is there. Moving on to installation on the motherboard itself. First things first, we'll put the RAM in. Well, in fact, no, we'll do the chip first, because I think the installation on the cooler might be a little bit tricky. So very carefully we'll take the chip, and you can see there loads of tiny little pins. It's actually marked with a little golden arrow up in this corner, and again on the top there you can see that arrow. And what you do is you lift this little tiny lever up and you find the triangle on here, which is marked in this corner, and that's where the two triangles meet. Now very carefully we'll drop the chip down. It will go into the holes, and then all you do is put that lever back, and that chip is now locked into the board. Really simple. To put the cooler on, these can be a little bit tricky because of the mounting system. You've got two little hooks basically. Okay, and what I generally do is I look to see where the CPU fan header is on the motherboard, and I'll make sure that the wire comes out that side. Okay, so we'll just put this directly onto the chip. we'll hook that one on. Over on this side, this can be, like I say, a little bit tricky. Sometimes you have to encourage it a little bit more than others, but we shall endeavour to get it hooked in and on. Yeah, on your spine. And I bet that one's come off. Yeah, they can be a little bit tricky. The Intel mounting for the CPU coolers is, I think, better with the 4 pins, but yeah, encourage it. They're funny because all of a sudden they'll just go, oh yeah, oh, I'm fitted now. But we'll get it. Yeah, on your swine. So close. Just pop on there, go on. And I think it's there. So I'll just pull that lever back. You get a little click, just, you know, positively engaged basically. And now that's attached to the motherboard. So when it comes to the RAM, again, it's just a case of pushing it in. We'll get them both out of the boxes. And all you do with the RAM, you see you've got a long side and a short side. Basically here, where your RAM DIMMs are, open up your little levers. Okay, and if you've only got one stick of RAM to put in, read your motherboard manual and it will tell you which slot. This motherboard, because it's a micro ATX, has got 2 DIMM slots. ATX motherboards generally have 4. So again, all you do, line it up and just push it in. He says, trying to line it up and push it in. Yeah, Mike. There we go. Right. And just firmly, but not, you know, don't use brute force, just firmly push it in, and the 2 little clips will engage at the side there. And the same with this one. So just firm but even pressure until the clips engage. There we go. And that is basically the motherboard prepped. Okay, putting it in the case isn't really interesting, so I'll fit it into the case and then we'll come back and we'll do some adding other components. So speak to you in a minute. Hi guys, we're back. Yeah, got the motherboard in. You can see it's sort of lying on its side there. Let me turn the light on for you. So yeah, you've got the motherboard in there, you've got the power supply, the CPU and cooler is fitted, the RAM is fitted. We're just about to fit the graphics card, which is there. Okay, these are actually dead simple. Okay, so if you've ever worried about how to do stuff with a computer, don't. It's really not that difficult. I think the most difficult thing at the moment is trying to figure out this case. It's a little bit peculiar in some of the toolless fixings. Now toolless fixing is great, but toolless fixing with no instructions isn't quite so great. So we've had a bit of fun with that, and just struggling to get the graphics card in because of these SLI covers at the back there. So yep, the graphics card is in, it clicked, it's engaged. So that's in, and now allegedly, according to the case, all I do is just push this down and that should hold it in, but frankly I don't trust it, so I think I'm going to put a screw in there, as you would do normally anyway, if not one, you know, two. It helps if we use the right screwdriver, so hopefully that should get in there. Doesn't seem to be tightening up, doesn't seem to be going in. Let's try a different screw, shall we? This case came with a whole mess of screws, loads and loads of them, which is great, but things like the motherboard fixing screws for the standoffs, you know, would have helped if they were labelled. So yeah, I've got a couple of sort of small comments, if you like, about the case. Right, so that's the screw in there, which means your graphics card is fitted. There isn't a hell of a lot more to do with this, really, other than fit the hard drive, plug everything in and power it up. So I'll get to wiring, which is never fun. And yeah, I'll catch you in a second, so see you in a minute. And we're back. Hi guys. Yep, this is the completed build, in use by the wife. The whole point of building it, you see there, we're getting, oh, what's that, sort of up and down with the frame rate, but she has got a 256 texture pack on, which is pretty demanding, especially given the little graphics card that's in there, but very playable, as you can see. She's using her own mouse, got the Logitech keyboard there, the speakers are all set up. Over here we have the machine itself. The lighting's not great in here, but we've got some little side lights on, and as you can tell, we get nice and close. It's not too loud at all, is it? No. Down there we have the bass speaker, surge protector for the kit, and yeah, there it is in use. Had a couple of problems. I thought the motherboard was at fault. It turned out to be the power supply, but we did swap the motherboard out, and it's now got an Asus motherboard in there. No real difference to putting it together, it's just a different motherboard, and the power supply obviously we changed, so it's got a different power supply in there, same wattage, 550, loads of headroom for what we're using it for here. Yeah, it turned out well in the end. Took an extra couple of days from the end of the last clip to this one, but that was just waiting for the parts basically. So there we go. Are you happy with it?
Love it.
Well, that's a mark of approval. So there we have it. Well worth the build. Yeah, if you're interested in building your own PC, even in my foolish hands I should have made it look fairly easy. It isn't difficult, and you can do it for a restricted budget. I would say the same cost as a console. You can get a PC which will quite happily play something like Minecraft very smoothly. So I'm going to wrap it up now. Take it easy guys, and we'll catch you again soon. So bye bye.
Bye.
Bye.